Welcome to Animal Crochet Academy. This is Daria and we'll be learning how to crochet a mushroom today. This video is designed especially for beginners with a bit of crochet experience. If you're interested in learning how to crochet simple amigurumi projects, consider subscribing. And all the links to the materials and tools will be in the description box below. Here you can see all the materials and tools that we'll need today. So first of all, let's talk about the yarn. You will need small amount of dark red or clay colored yarn, and I decided to go with off-white yarn for the stem and spots. I'm going to use 4mm crochet hook because this is the best for my yarn. And you will also need tapestry needle or yarn needle. This is the needle with big hole. And scissors. Okay, let's start crocheting. The first thing that you need to make is 2 pieces of a cap. So they are exactly the same. Both of them you do the same way. And you need to take your red yarn for that. So first we need to make a slip knot and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you need to skip the last chain, and starting from the second one, please make 2 single crochet. 1 and 2. Into the last chain you need to make 3 single crochet. All 3 of them are going into the same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. After that, you will work along this side. Please put this yarn end along the edge, and you need to make 2 single crochet. 1 and the last one. Count your stitches. After this row, you're supposed to have 7. Okay. Row 2, you start with chain 1, then you turn in your work like you turn in a page in a book. Then you need to skip the turning chain and starting from the next stitch, make 2 single crochet. Then you need to make 3 increases. So in each of these next 3 stitches, you need to make increase. Increase means 2 single crochet going into the same stitch. So I did 1 and 2, then in the next one 1 and 2, and into the last one 1 and 2, and you finish the row with 2 single crochet, each of them going into their own spot. 1 and the last one into the next stitch. 2. After this row, you're supposed to have 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Row 3, you start with chain 1, turn your work like you turn in a page in a book, then 2 single crochet. 1 and 2. Then you need to do 1 increase, and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Now please repeat this 1 increase, 1 single crochet 2 more times. So I'm doing 1 increase and 1 single crochet 1 time, and the last one 1 increase and 1 single crochet. And finish the row with 2 single crochet. 1 and 2. After this row, you're supposed to have 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Row 4, you start with chain 1, then you turn your work, you do 2 single crochet. Then 1 increase and then 2 single crochet, each of them going into their own spot. 1 and 2. And now you need to repeat this part. 1 increase, 2 single crochet, 2 more times. And you finish the row with 2 single crochet. Count your stitches. After this row you should have 16 stitches. Row 5, you start with chain 1, then you turn your work and make 2 single crochet. Then make 1 increase and 3 single crochet. Now you need to repeat this part. 1 increase, 3 single crochet, 2 more times. And finish the row with 2 single crochet. Count your stitches. After this row you're supposed to have 19 stitches. And row number 6 is the last row. You start with chain 1, then you turn your work. Please make 2 single crochet. Then 1 increase and 4 single crochet. Now repeat this part. 1 increase, 4 single crochet, 2 more times. And finish the row with 2 single crochet. That's what you're supposed to have at the end. Please count your stitches. You should have 22 single crochet. After that, we need to cut the yarn end. Please leave longer end because we need to sew it 2 pieces together. So I'm leaving long end and fasten off. So pull this yarn end through the remaining loop like that and tighten that. And this little end we can cut because it's already weaved in, so we don't need it anymore. Please make 2 exactly the same pieces like that, because we are gonna sew them together later. Now let's make a stem. You need to make 2 exactly the same pieces, and we will work with white yarn right now. So first thing that you need to do is a slip knot. And then please chain 8. Okay, count your stitches, make sure that you have 8. Then you need to skip last stitch and starting from the second one, make 6 single crochet. Then into the last stitch you need to make 3 single crochet, and all 3 of them are going into the same hole. That's 1, 2, and 3. After that you will work along this edge, and while you will work along that edge, please make sure to put this yarn end together with the edge so it will weave in naturally. And find the next stitch, and you need to make 6 single crochet. Count your stitches. After this row you should have 15 single crochet. Row 2 you start with chain 1, then you turn your work, skip the last chain, and starting from the next stitch make 6 single crochet. Then you need to make 3 increases. So increases 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And after that 6 single crochet. Count your stitches. You should have 18 after this row. Then you need to cut the yarn, leaving a long tail for sewing that piece later. And fasten off. So pull this yarn end through the remaining loop like that. And tighten that. Then you can take the scissors and cut this short end because it's already weaved in and we don't need it anymore. And you need to make 2 exactly the same pieces, which we will sew together later, like that. Okay, right now we need to make 3 spots. So it's very simple and easy detail, and you need to make 3 of them. And we will start by making a magic circle. And you need to make 6 single crochet in a magic circle. Okay, my magic circle is ready. 6 single crochet right into the middle of the magic circle. Now close the circle count backwards, find the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and make a slip stitch there. And cut the yarn, leaving a long tail for sewing that piece later. Fast enough, so pull the yarn end through the remaining loop, like that. So this middle end we will hide later, so ignore it for now. And you need to make 3 of these little circles. Okay, right now let's sew these pieces together. Usually I find the longest end, but in this case it doesn't really matter. Thread the yarn through the tapestry needle. And this is how you need to place these 2 pieces together. So if we look at them, in the last row, this chain is kind of a little bit leaning towards us. On the other side, it's vice versa. And we need to put 2 wrong sides together, like this. So then we'll see chains here, and if we turn, chains looking at us as well. Okay, now we're ready to sew. So first thing that we need to do, we need to join these 2 edges together. And I'm doing very easy, simple stitch. Like that. Now on the front layer, we will use just back loop only. And on the back layer, vice versa, we will use front loop only, like that. And you pull through. After that, you need to come back using the same loops. Just 1 from the back layer and 1 from the front layer. And that's it. You sew like that all around. Okay, and here at the end I need to make 1 more stitch to join these 2 edges together. This end, the other end, we can cut shorter, we don't need that. And we can hide it inside of the mushroom, like that. And now let's sew it here. This is very easy, so make 1 stitch going to the front, 1 stitch going to the back. Okay, and at the end you need to make a security knot, so find any loop that is close to your yarn, let's say this one, insert your needle under that loop, pull through but not to the end, leave a loop, and then you can insert your needle into that loop and tighten that. And then you can insert your needle into any hole that is close to the yarn and take it away somewhere far. And cut the excess yarn. Be careful, don't cut the crocheting fabric. That's what you're supposed to have. Okay, right now we need to attach these 3 spots on the red piece. I already attached 2 of the spots, so to show you how it should look like. And our spot, it has 2 yarn ends. One is short and one is longer. And the shorter one, the one that is going from the middle, this end I need to thread through the tapestry needle. Then place the spot in a position where I want it to be. I think this one is perfect. And then just make 1 stitch, so insert your needle into the piece and bring it to the other side, and I take away the needle. Now you need to thread the other yarn end through the tapestry needle. And we are ready to sew this piece the stitches are very easy. So first you go to the other side of the red piece, and then you need to bring it back, and you will pick just one loop on the border, the edge loop on the piece, on the spot, and then you go into the next loop and go to the other side like that. So repeat this all around. Okay, so that was my last stitch. Now I need to look to the wrong side and taking away the needle, and you can make a double knot just to secure your yarn ends. I'm making a double knot. And you can cut these two yarn ends shorter so it will not be on our way. Because after that we need to join these two pieces together, and all these little ends will be inside. And you need to do exactly the same way. You need to join the right side and the right side on the other side as well. So how do we know that this is the right side? Look at the last row, and you see this chain is a little bit leaning to our side. If I turn it over, it's not like that. So this is correct side. Another marker for you is these yarn ends. They should be on different sides. Okay, and then you need to thread one of the yarn ends through the tapestry needle. And we can start sewing it all around the same way like we were doing with the stem. So first I'm joining two layers together. And then I'm going to use just one loop, like back loop on the front layer and front loop on the back layer. And I'm going through. And then I'm coming back through these two loops. Okay, I finished this seam. It's look like that. This part should be open. After that, this yarn end we can put inside. You can cut it shorter if you want, but I think it's okay. Like that. Make sure that all the ends inside. This one I'll cut a little bit shorter. Then we'll take in our stem. We'll put it like this. And we need to make a seam over here. So first I am just joining these two layers together and making a seam the same way like you were doing on the stem. Okay, and now we can go through all layers. Now one more stitch without stem. And now I will go through all layers, stem included. Like this. Through all 4 layers. Okay, that's what you're supposed to have. And now I want to make a loop over here. So I need to bring my yarn right here to the top. Okay, then create a loop. I think this one would be good enough. Then find any loop that is close to the yarn, maybe let's say this one. Pull your needle through. Okay, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. And then you need to make the same stitch one more time through the same loop again, but not to the end. Leaving another loop, and then you insert your needle into that loop and tighten that. So that will create a knot, and then this big loop is not going to change. Then you can insert your needle right into the middle, into any spot that is close to the yarn, and take it away somewhere on the other side and cut the excess yarn. This is what you're supposed to have at the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment. Like and share this video if it was useful for you. Subscribe to Animal Crochet YouTube channel and stay positive.